Testing the sound. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, start right here. I'm just gonna do a quick look. So here with me is my good friend Karl, who I was just mentioning earlier on in the video, who is the best, I think, at hitting hybrids off the grass, and we're gonna watch it in action. There's a way that I do it, and there's a way that someone who is a master at this does it, and I'm really curious to hear his thought process and see how it compares to how I was teaching it earlier. So anyways, Karl, hello, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So what are we about here? We're give or take 20 yards away off the green. So first and foremost, what's your handicap?
My index is 7.2.
7.2, okay. And how often are you hitting these hybrids off the green?
As often as I can.
All right, well,
probably 12 times, 10 times around.
Yeah, you're not really using a wedge unless you have to like flop it over something.
That's right.
Okay, so well, we got a 25-yarder here. You're gonna lots of green to work with. You know, a lot of people might be like, "Hey, you should chip it from here," but I find that getting this thing on the ground is you're gonna get closer more often than not, or your worst shot's gonna be even better than much better than a bad shot with the wedge, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell me what you feel when you go into these.
I'm going to take the same stroke as a putter,
okay,
which you use more often than any other club during 18 holes, so you're used to it.
Yep.
So I have the same grip, same stance. The ball gets off the ground with the hybrid the first 8-10 feet, and then it rolls to the hole.
All right, let's see it. Oh, did you really just make that?
Get close.
He just hit that to 2 feet. That's incredible.
We'll try it again.
So, I mean, that's another really good speed right there. Look at that. Wow, that's another 2 feet. All right, so one thing I noticed with your setup is, so when you're using a putting stroke, right? But you're still standing kind of far away from it, like you're not getting really, really close. You're not putting the toe down or anything.
No, I just keep the head kind of flat. I don't want to come off the toe. Obviously, it goes to the right if it comes off the toe.
Yeah, makes sense. I like it. I'll watch these from the side here.
Can't get it much closer.
No, I know. I'm only gonna film if it goes in.
That's a little short. Good line, though.
Yeah, good line. But again, you know, if you're treating these things kind of like a putt, if you were to catch that chip shot from here thin or something, it might only go 5 feet in front of you, right? So
it might go in a trap.
Or in a trap long, straight over the green.
Let's
awesome.
try one more.
Okay.
That's better.
Yep, Mr. Consistent. So even on a shot that you might be like short-sighted on, let's go a venture over here to the left, and then tell me like what your thought processes are when it's when you don't have much room for it to roll, I guess. Man, those are some good shots, man. That was incredible. All right. So this is definitely short-sighted. Some people might want to hit a semi-flop here. You just got to get this thing on the green. So you have a different hybrid now. Right. What are you using this time?
Got to get one more.
Oh, got another one.
That one wasn't...
Yeah, no rush.
This one, the last one was a 16 degree.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 21 because it's a little fluffier.
Okay.
And I want to get it up in the air just a little bit more before it hits the green.
Okay. Awesome. So that's something that I mean I didn't mention on my last video when I was talking about this. So you have different hybrids, and so depending on lies, for instance, this is a little bit fluffier. You're going to take a little bit more loft.
Yes.
So on a more of a bare lie, do you take a little bit less loft with a less lofted hybrid? You'd say.
Yes. If it's really thin, it goes to the 16 degree.
That's awesome.
I mean, your putter's probably a 4 or 5 degree.
Right.
And if you try your putter, it doesn't get it off the ground quickly enough, and it kills it.
Correct. Awesome. So you put a lot of thought into depending on what shots that you're hitting, right?
Yes.
That's awesome to watch, man. Well, Carl, thank you.
People coming in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the outro. Okay. Carl, thanks a lot for spending time with us. I appreciate it, and I'll give you the link to the channel and take Carl's advice because the strokes saved around the greens are amazing.
Take care.
Thank you.